So we've just come from your panel. How did everything go? I assume you showed footage from the film?
Joe, you were in the audience?
The footage played great. It was a loud response, and the 3D stuff came out. People were scared and cheering at the end. I thought it played great.
How was it, the view from the panel? How did it go?
I mean, it seemed pretty chill, I'd say, considering it's Comic-Con. There wasn't anything crazy.
Except the fans.
Yeah, I wish they were a little crazier. All things considered, we got like one Mad Hatter and some Blue Lady. Like, we really didn't get anything crazy.
That's true.
Yeah, I think that the people were curious about this movie and vis-a-vis the 1939 film. Mm-hmm. They were asking questions about that.
And since the story is based on a book from 1900, how did you have to update it to make this movie?
Well, we didn't update it too much, I don't think. The writer based his work on Baum's books, but it's not as though the dialogue was really taken from them, so he kept aspects of the characters, from Glinda, which Michelle Williams plays, to James Franco's character, the Wizard, to Theodora, who Mila plays, to all the characters. He took the characters from the book, but really wrote it in a modern style of dialogue, not trying to be of this time period that we live in now, but just trying to be of a universal time period, so it didn't seem old-fashioned or mod, just so it seemed more timeless, I think. That was his approach, I think, Mitchell Kapner's approach.
And Michelle and Mila, maybe you guys can tell me what you enjoy about these witches that you get to play?
Gosh, you want to go first?
I mean, it's simple for me. I just enjoy being a delight to all little girls.
I can't say the same thing for my character. What did I enjoy? I think the idea of being able to understand a character that I grew up loving so much and truly ground her in a way that makes her seem real, and have so much fun playing something so much bigger than myself.
How do you think the audience will react when they walk out of this film once it comes out? Like, what feeling would you want them to leave with?
Oof. What feeling? I would say I'd want them to leave happy with a smile. I mean, it's a beautiful film. It's sweet. It's stunning to look at. It's a great story. I mean, I hope people walk out, like, happy.
I hope so, too. I hope they walk out having experienced a love story and the growth of a character from somebody who was slightly selfish to selfless. And I hope they feel exhilarated by the goodness in Michelle's performance and the wickedness in certain other characters' performances, and hope they feel like they've been on a real grand, richly detailed fairy tale.
Can we talk about casting James Franco in this role? How did we arrive on James Franco for playing Oscar Diggs?
He wasn't the first actor we had considered for the part, but James called me and said that he read it and he loved it and he wanted to play the part, and Disney was thrilled and so was I, and we decided just to jump forward together. And we had some working experience together before, never as a lead character, but I had made 3 movies that James had a supporting part in, and he was excellent, and I thought it would work out very well with him. And it did. It worked out great. And he has relationships with Michelle Williams' character and Mila's character and Rachel Weisz's character. Actually, he's intimately involved in all of these witches' lives. And
Do you want to define relationships for the purposes of a Disney movie?
Sure, please.
No, that's you. You define. I'm sitting there listening going, what movies? Oh, no, I'm teasing you.
There's a lot of richly drawn characters in Baum's work, and then these writers, Dave Lindsay-Abaire and Mitchell Kapner, that they had put into the script. And the ladies are brilliant actresses, so they really brought these richly detailed characters to life.
Ladies, can you tell me about a certain scene? I know we can't say all that much about this movie yet, but the hint at a certain scene that really sticks with you or you're really proud of?
I could, but I can't. Honestly, the scene that Michelle and I got to shoot together, we didn't have very many scenes, and there's one scene in particular in Glinda's castle that to me was a lot of fun, because it may have been the only time that you and I were in the same scene together. So I would say that one. But I don't know, I can't say what happened. Stuff.
That's good, that's enough.
Yeah.
And since we're at Comic-Con, can you guys tell me something that that you really geek out about in your own lives that really gets you excited?
The premiere of Breaking Bad. So excited. So excited. I swear, Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad. Not a TV junkie, but that apparently seems to be. Dexter.
Homeland. Like
I
Homeland.
haven't gotten into that one because God, I need another show.
That's a good one.
Okay, really?
Yeah, really good one.
Okay.
And
I'm on
since
it.
Comic-Con is about the fans, and I'm sure you've all had interesting fan interactions throughout your careers, can you tell me about some special or crazy moments with fans that you've had?
Apparently I'm the only one talking, you guys. There's one from Comic-Con from 3 years ago, 4 years ago? 4 years ago, maybe, 3 years ago. I was here promoting Extract, and as a part of their promotion thing, they had like versions of me walking around downstairs. And it was the one time I ventured out downstairs. There was like 6 women dressed as my character from Extract, which is not like a character in the sense of like Wizard of Oz character or anything, like just me in like a button-down t-shirt and jeans walking around. And that was the weirdest thing I think that's ever happened. That was probably hands down the weirdest, strangest experience of my life.
That is definitely special.
Yeah, and it happened right here at Comic-Con.
And Sam, I'm sure you've been asked this, but have you seen the new Spider-Man, and what did you think of it?
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's great. And I'm rooting for those great director Mark Webb and Andy Garfield, and all the producers are really good friends of mine, so I'm really rooting for them, and I'm sure it's going to be a great experience.
Great.
I really want to see it because it's also in 3D, and our film's in 3D. I want to see what the director and the team there did with it.
While we're on the topic of 3D, I mean, where do you see that going in the future? Is it everything's going to be 3D or only certain things? Or?
I don't have a clear image of what's coming in the future for 3D, but I know that for a picture like ours, Oz the Great and Powerful, it's a great tool in describing this unique world, this fantastic place that we've never seen before. We really want to take the audience on a ride, a journey that's original and breathtaking, and we have to describe Baum's work in visuals, just like they did in the 1939 classic Wizard of Oz movie. So it's another tool that we use to make it seem real and dimensional, and like this fantastic place can really be touched.
I think in 3D, the title has to be obvious to be 3D. If you tell somebody you're making, Preacher's Nest or something, and in 3D, they go, what? And I think a lot of the 3D that's happened so far is just taking titles that really didn't belong in 3D. But I think that when you do have something like that, like this movie or other movies of that ilk, the fantastical movies, I think it's probably a big wave in the future.